Have you ever wondered, how do I actually make money on Upwork? Or if you just type in Upwork on YouTube, I'm sure you get a lot of Upwork is a scam, don't do it, stay away from it. And look, I've been freelance writing now for a few years, and I'm not going to tell you that you should use Upwork forever because there are some downsides to it, but there are a few plus sides as well. So one of the things that I found to be a successful freelance writer is that you have to build momentum early and get clients. And one of the ways that you can do that is through Upwork. So in this video, I want to share with you how to maximize your freelance writing on Upwork, how to actually build a profile that doesn't take too much time but can still attract clients. And then I'll also provide some other solutions to how you can land clients as a freelance writer. Let's go. Alright, if you're new to the channel, my name is Leonard and I'm the creator of Inspire Your Success, a brand that is committed to helping you build online businesses using the habits of successful entrepreneurs, and I'm also a full-time copywriter. So again, my goal here is to give you the straight scoop on what works, what doesn't, as a freelance writer. So if you take a look at the channel and specifically the freelance writing playlist, you'll see that there's a ton of information. But one of the things is Upwork. Like, is it a scam? Is it not? I have another video about that specifically, but the short answer is no. It's not a scam. It is a business, but there is a revenue sharing portion of it. So for example, if I was getting hired as a client and they paid me $100 and it was my first time working with them, I would have to give Upwork $20 of it. So up to a certain percentage, it changes, but it's roughly, I think, $1,000 or $1,500. That first little bit with a client, you have to give Upwork 20%, basically as a broker for making the deal happen. And then otherwise, it goes down a little bit the more you make. But again, in this video, I want to share with you how to actually use Upwork as a beginner freelance writer. And again, I'm not going to say you should be doing this long term because of that revenue share and because you can make a lot more money outside of it. But the biggest thing I see with so many of my students and so many people that want to get started as a freelance writer is just that. They don't start because it's overwhelming to create a freelance writing website, or it's overwhelming to start blogging, or it's overwhelming to do all this back-end work without any guarantee of it actually happening. But with Upwork, you can create a profile in just maybe an hour or less that actually attracts clients, will help you show up in the search results, and probably land some gigs as a freelance writer. So I want to take you in behind the computer. I'll show you exactly what my profile looks like, even though I don't use it really anymore. Sometimes I do get some bids on there, but again, I just want to share with you how to set it up quickly so that way it's just one more place that potential clients can find you. And again, I'll show you some alternatives to Upwork as well. So let's dive in. All right, so again, we are on Upwork and I want to show you how you can crush it on Upwork as a freelance writer. Now again, it's not always the most lucrative way to get started, but like I say in all my videos, it's about creating momentum early. And again, one of my first jobs was, I think, 50 or 60 bucks writing about golf on here. I've only made a few $1,000s on Upwork as a freelance writer. But again, it helped me get my start. I was able to do one gig with a client, and then once we were completed, we were able to go offline and paid several thousand for a few months over and over again. So again, you just never know where you're going to start. And when you're brand new at freelance writing, just do whatever you can to get that momentum. So I want to take you through my profile and how kind of Upwork looks and some of the other little tips and tricks so that way you can crush it. And then again, I'm going to show you just a few other alternatives. So first thing is we have a good picture. So again, make sure that you have a professional photo on here. You don't even need a professional photo. All you really need is your smartphone. Use the portrait mode and you can get some really quality looking ones there. So I have that, and then it starts right here at the headline. So your headline, again, you want to be very clear and call out what you do and kind of have it be like your sell, like your tagline, like what do you do? And it's really the same that's on my freelance writing website is, again, creative blog, copywriter, Again, I haven't really updated this in probably a year, so it is a little outdated, but it's still very useful and it's going to apply to you. So if you're brand new, this is exactly how I would set my Upwork profile up as a freelance writer. And again, from there, I have a lot of stuff in my description, and that's very intentional. The first thing, guys, is that you have to think, what is the client going to see? So don't talk about you as much, but at the beginning, talk about how you can help them. So again, do you need creative and engaging content for your blog, ebook, or website? That right there instantly just feels like, okay, yes, here's what Michael is able to do. And it's just making it easy. And then I talk about how I can make their life easier. So again, let me help focus on the content so you can focus on the big picture. I'm a result-driven published author, freelance copywriter, and blogger here to help you and your business. So again, be very, very helpful. Don't be like, I'm this. At the beginning, you want to talk about how you can help them. Each line, you want to try and draw them in, and you want to get them to read the next line and the next line and the next line. Once you get down here, you can definitely talk more about your qualifications, where you've been featured, what you write about. But again, at the beginning, you want to talk about how you can help them solve a problem, how you can help them grow their business. That is key. So scrolling down a little bit, I talk about being a self-published author. Here's my book. And then I have some 5-star reviews. So again, this is using social proof. So you always want to have testimonials, or if you have a book and you have positive reviews on Amazon, put those on here. Because again, you want to get these people to know, like, and trust you. And again, if you have, writing experience and you have clients already, or you have testimonials, put all that in here, because again, that is going to be super, super helpful and establish your credibility as a writer. All right. And then moving down, I talk more about where my blogs have been featured. So this is a time to humble brag, guys. If you've been featured anywhere significant for your niche, you want to show it off. So again, Goalcast, Knowledge for Men, AOL Finance, Lifehacker. These are kind of all over the place now that I reread it. But again, it's showing that I've been featured in other articles and other big publications. That, again, helps build that like and trust factor, because all these websites wouldn't publish my work if I wasn't a really good writer. And that is, again, what you're trying to do, is just make them like you from this profile. And then from here, you also want to use different keywords, because throughout your profile, it will actually help you rank higher in search results. So if that sounds confusing, just think again, if you're a client and you're looking for a golf writer, if I have the word golf writer in my actual profile, that will then help pop up when people are searching for it. And the same goes here, is because a lot of people want you to be qualified and knowledgeable in other things. So check this out. You can see here, here are some of the blogging resources I've used and am very familiar with: Bluehost, SiteGround, Weebly, ConvertKit. Because you'll notice, if you're looking through different job boards, is that people are going to want to have you be familiar with Bluehost, or have you be familiar with ConvertKit if you're writing emails, because that is going to make their job easier. So again, if you are experienced with these, don't just say you are if you aren't, but if you are, make sure you call that out here in your profile, because that, again, can help build that trust factor, and it just shows that you're credible, you're knowledgeable in that niche, you've worked with these programs, and you can help make their job easier. That, again, is why they are hiring you. And then right at the bottom, I went into kind of my background about being in national account management, sales, things like that. I probably don't even need that anymore now that I've been a writer for a few years. But again, guys, just add things in here that make you credible. It's kind of like a cover letter and resume mixed together. So again, you want to just make sure there, and you can also have a video. So on here, I actually uploaded a video to my YouTube channel, and it's just, I think, like a 45-second little video. Hi, my name is Michael Leonard, and I'm an online entrepreneur located in Scottsdale, Arizona. And it goes on for 45 seconds. So highly recommend that you do this. Again, just upload it to your YouTube channel. You will then upload the link. It doesn't even need to be public to the world. It can be an unlisted link on YouTube. But again, it helps give me a face. They understand, they hear my voice. I have my book in the background, but again, you're just trying to add more credibility to yourself and get them to know you as much as possible before even speaking with you. So I have the video, I have the photo, a good headline. I let them know how I can help them. And then I have a very big description on here. And then if you scroll down, you can see other things. So again, hourly rate, you set that. Total earned, it'll actually update this. Jobs, the number of jobs you've done, number of hours worked. Again, I never take hourly jobs. I don't think that's worth it for the writers. So that's just my personal preference there. And then it has your reviews, all good reviews, and then your portfolio. And I talk about this in the how to create samples article or video, but this is important because you want to upload samples directly to Upwork because again, this will help them. So if they have all this content, they can watch your video, they can read about you, and now they have samples to learn about you. So if you haven't started your freelance writing website yet, you're going to want to do that. But in the meantime, you can upload samples here as well. So you can tell here, samples. This is like when I first got started. So I even had like a pet writer sample, golf writing, personal development blog, self-improvement writing. I had all these different samples up here because I was trying to land anything. I was more of a generalist when I first started before I really got into personal development, personal finance. But again, you want to upload those. That will help. And just one little hack I talk about in that other video is that you want to upload the files with the name of what the search term is. So for example, it says self-improvement writing sample. So again, you would want to put self-improvement writer or pet writer sample, golf writing, because again, those are what clients are going to search for when they are looking for freelancers. So one little trick, but again, it can help you show up in search results. Clients that may not know about you can figure out about you, and then you guys can potentially work together. From there, we have skills. So again, skills, you want to update this with as many skills, again, that you are actually qualified for. So blog writing, copywriting, content writing, sales writing, anything you're familiar with, make sure that you upload here. Because again, that will also help with search results. So if someone types in copywriting, mine is more likely to come up in the search because I have copywriting in my description, in my title, and in my skills. Certifications, I do not have any of those. And then employment history, that doesn't hurt either. Education, other experience. And again, you can get creative here, but you want to fill this up. You want to, again, make it easy for them to say yes. So I'm a golfer. I write about golf. That made sense to have that there. I'm an author, blogger. You can tell I have this filled out, but guys, this shouldn't take you more than maybe an hour. And it can help you get some of your first clients really, really fast. So again, make sure that you're using your profile to your advantage because, again, all these little tricks and tips will help you land gigs on Upwork as a freelance writer. All right, so I know we covered a lot about optimizing your profile on Upwork to land some freelance writing jobs, but again, wanted to share this one article that I have with you guys. I think it's like an 8,000 word post. The link is down in the description there. You want to check this out because, again, this will help you land some other jobs because, again, Upwork is not a long-term solution. It's really just a way to get started. So I wanted to talk a little bit more about some other places outside of Upwork because, again, Upwork is considered a content mill, but I want you guys to get jobs in the beginning as fast as you can because, again, once you make some money as a freelance writer, you realize it's possible, you're more motivated, and you're ready to keep going, right? Keep growing, keep learning, keep earning. So some of the other places that you can go are ProBlogger.com. And ProBlogger is a great job board. I'm actually going to have a whole nother video about that and how to actually land clients from there. But again, this is a free site. You don't have to pay anything for it. It is, very competitive is the only thing because, again, every writer looks on there pretty much on a daily basis if they're looking. So again, it is competitive, but it is a great one. Let's see. We have the job boards. Of course, we already talked about that. Contena. So Contena, I have another video. You can click the card above on this one. But Contena is a paid job board to help you get some clients. But again, I think it's like $300 or so for a year. But it basically sources all of the freelance writing jobs on the internet into one central hub. So it does save you money. Again, I was able to get one client instantly from there and it paid for the entire year and a lot more within like the first job I got. So if you want to save time, I recommend Contena. They have a lot of writing resources as well on there. We talked about Upwork, of course. Blogging Pro is another great job board. It's super easy. They have pretty much daily updates on there. So check out Blogging Pro. And then Freelance Writing Jobs. It used to be Freelance Writing Gigs. And they have all kinds of different stuff on there as well. But again, make sure that you take a look at this article, guys. Look at all these resources they have. These are 50 different ones from all kinds of different websites. And again, this is a really, really long post. I spent a lot of time on it, but I want to help you guys out because, again, I want to help you build momentum. So hopefully that helps. Again, you understand how to use Upwork, where to find your gigs. And again, take a look at Freelance to 5K, my signature course, because this is everything. It has my step-by-step guide of how I was able to 10x my income in 12 months working part-time. And again, I want to help you speed up success. So take a look at that. The description has the link down there, Freelance to 5K. 30-day money back guarantee on that. I'm really, really confident in this course that I created. If you use the stuff that I go in there and take action, you will be able to make a great amount of money as a writer. And again, if you don't like it, I have that 30-day money back guarantee on there. So any questions, again, let me know down in the comments and we'll finish up here. All right, well, hopefully that was helpful and you kind of understand how to use Upwork as a freelance writer because, again, it's not the best site, it's not the worst site. The biggest thing that I want you to remember here is that you do not have to accept a job. If they offer you 2 cents a word or some ridiculously low rate, simply say no. It's okay to say no. Don't feel like you have to work crazy long hours for little pay. But I am saying that if there is an opportunity on there that you can start to build rapport with the client, you can start making money as a freelance writer, and then afterwards, again, you can always work with them outside of Upwork once your contract is over. So there's a lot of benefits to it. It really isn't that much downside. So if you see all those videos out there of people telling you it's a scam and don't do it, again, understand where they're coming from and that, yes, there are better ways to make way more money. But again, the biggest thing I see with so many students is that they just don't start. So I don't want that to be you. I don't think it will be because you've watched this video. Maybe check out some of my other videos on the channel as well. Because again, there is a lot of money to be made as a freelance content writer. Even if you're brand new, even if you don't have a degree, even if you don't have any experience, you can start making money this week if you really wanted to. So again, make sure that you subscribe here so you don't miss any more of these videos. I have a ton more coming about freelance writing, blogging, and building an online business because again, we are living in the best time ever. So if you're watching this, just remember, like, you can do it. Believe in yourself. If I can do it, I know you can as well. So again, if you have any questions, hit up the comment box. I want to help you out. And if you have any more questions, again, make sure to take a look at the resources down below. I have a ton more content all about freelance writing and making money online. So as always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you again for watching. Make sure to tune back next week. And as always, I hope you have an epic day.